Hello pretty peoples, Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from Kawajapa. In today's mini lesson, we are going to understand Japanese with one weird trick, as the clickbaiters like to say. We have learned from the beginning that every Japanese sentence is bound together with the ga particle. In any language, the fundamental sentence is telling us that something is something, or something is doing something. And in Japanese, those two vital elements are always tied together with ga, which is why we say that ga is the heart of Japanese. Very often you can't see the ga, but because of the way the invisible particle works in Japanese, it is always there. And that gives us the key to why Japanese people seem to leave so much out of their sentences. In fact, they aren't really leaving it out, they are just using zero instead of what we call it. However, what the ga particle actually does is still a little difficult for a number of people to grasp, and the reason for this is that apparently there is no English equivalent to the ga particle, so we are having to learn something completely new and alien, it seems. However, the truth is that there is in fact an English equivalent to the ga particle, 3 of them in fact. They don't exist in all cases, but they exist in very many cases. Lots and lots of the sentences you use every day use the English ga particle. So what is this English ga particle? Well, it consists of the 3 personal pronouns I, he, and she. Each of those is absolutely tied to the ga function. I means watashi ga, she means kanojo ga, he means kare ga. They always mean that. So if we say, watashi ga aruiteru, that is, I am walking. We can't say me am walking, we have to say I am walking. If there's a ga in Japanese, it's I in English, always. Because ga is so special and so central to language, not just Japanese, but in any language, the ga function is absolutely crucial. Because of this, it is only the ga function that has a special personal pronoun. The other 3 personal pronouns, me, him, and her, mean any particle other than ga. So, if we use any particle other than ga, like wa, or kara, or o, or ni, or any other particle that can't be translated as I, or he, or she. It has to be translated as me, or her, or him. Let's take some examples. Watashi kara, from me. We can't say from I, we've got to say from me. Watashi ni, to me. We can't say to I, we have to say to me, don't we? Watashi o kisu shita. Kissed me. You can't say kissed I, can you? You say kissed me. So if it's any particle other than ga, then the English equivalent is me, or her, or him, not I, or he, or she. So, if we want to know, for example, let's take the sentence, Enpitsu wa akai. Usually we say Enpitsu ga akai. So when we say Enpitsu wa akai, we are usually contrasting it to something. To another pencil, which is blue, for example. This pencil, on the other hand, is red. Enpitsu wa akai. And suppose we're confused about whether there's an invisible pronoun here and what particle it takes. All we have to do is turn the pencil into a person. She is red. We have to say she is red, don't we? We can't say her is red. So we know that what this sentence is actually saying is, as for the pencil, enpitsu ga akai. If we take the sentence, watashi wa aruita, I walked, perhaps as opposed to someone else who went by train, we know that the missing particle is ga. Because we can't say me walked. That's Tarzan talk, isn't it? We can only say I walked. And Really, it's as simple as that. If you're ever confused about what ga is doing or whether you need ga, all you have to do is turn whatever it is into a person in English and use one of those pronouns, I, he, or she, and see if that's what you need or whether you need the other one, me, her, or him. If we do this, we have a simple, intuitive understanding of what the ga particle does because we already know it in English. Please remember that the course book for this course of lessons is Unlocking Japanese. You can get it in paperback or electronic editions, and you'll find links in the information section below. If you have comments or questions, please ask them in the comments below, and I will answer. Thank you once again for attending this lesson. これからもよろしくお願いします. Class dismissed.